Where are you, Bunny?
Not a million miles away, Mummy.
Today we shall discuss, without too much of a fuss, two recipes for meat or mutton. I don't mind being a glutton.
You are being too hard on yourself, Mater. Don't you think so, Pater?
I must say, in my own way, that our interest cannot be described as greed. To feed ourselves, there is a need.
In that case, let us face the matter in hand without much ado, for we often stray from the subject, it is true.
Which can be very irritating indeed. There is always a need, not to beat about the bush, but the topic to push, in the direction right, not losing sight of the crux of the matter, without letting notions scatter.
But that is precisely what you are doing now. To your rambling brain, I do not wish to bow.
Not to put too fine a point on it, I shall move forward with grit.
Let us talk about the recipe first, or with impatience Dad will burst. You lead, you proceed.
Let us do the right deed, let us wash the meat.
Washing it in a sieve will get rid of water drops. We have to go further, can't it stop?
Marinate the meat with cumin powder, coriander powder, salt, turmeric, garlic, ginger paste. We should be careful not to be in too much of a haste.
It will not be bad, red chili powder to add.
Lots of onion chop. Here we cannot stop.
Allowing the meat to marinate for quite a while, we can begin with a smile.
Fry the onions for a bit with determination and grit.
In a manner sweet, add the meat.
I hope you don't mind. I'm asking you to fry for a long time.
It will not be bad boiling water to add.
Do not be glum. Take out your old chum. The pressure cooker, I mean. You two are a team.
Put the entire stuff in. Closing the weight of the cooker would not be a sin.
Allow it to whistle quite a few times. When cold, to open the cooker is not a crime.
Garam masala powder pray add. The meat can now be had.
Let us do the other recipe too. Variety is good, it is true.
You have washed the meat in a manner sweet.
In a big bowl, take yogurt some. Making the dish is fun.
The yogurt I mix a bit, I have to admit.
Add to this turmeric, red chili powder, green chilies, a few drops of oil, or your attempt will be foiled. Also, to asafoetida add, would not be bad.
A bit of ginger paste, don't be in a haste.
Add the meat to this. Making this dish can be bliss.
For chopping onions, there is no need. After you have finished the marinating deed, leave it.
Leave it aside for a long time, while you wait, sipping white wine.
The pressure cooker, put it with the lid and wait. Soon a good dish you will create.
A few whistles will cook the meat, now in a manner sweet.
Let the pressure cooker get old. This is the recipe of old.
Heat oil in a pan if you can.
Add asafoetida, red chili powder a bit. Whole garam masala too, I admit.
Sorry. This to the dish add. Now the meat can be had.
About the first recipe, let me say, in my own way,
That it is worth a mention, it is almost a repetition.
For basic chicken curry and mince, please do not wince.
But whereas in chicken we use onions a few, for meat and mince we use many, it is true.
also meat and mince are fried a lot more. Chicken is not fried as much, I am sure.
Some people add tomatoes a few. In the first recipe, it is true.
I choose not to do that, I might add.
Cumin and coriander are spices such that in lots of dishes we need their touch.
Frequently used is ginger garlic paste. Food is good if not cooked in haste.